You already know what the fuck going on. Did Damage here bringing you another episode of No Main Spent Sluggers, and I believe this is episode 11 of the series. And today we have the Bronx Bombers debut. In our World Series pack opening video, we did pull the card that we did want, which was either Giancarlo, Stanton, Aaron Judge. We did pull Giancarlo, Stanton, and with the stubs we were able to make from getting David Wright and World Series, we were able to pick up Aaron Judge without any problems, and they are batting right in the order, right in the heart of our lineup. But getting right into the gameplay, we're ready to 0-1 with Jose Reyes. And going off the dome right now, I just want to let you guys know that I am trying a new format of showing the gameplay. Instead of doing 2 games, I will be doing 1 game because it doesn't make sense to show 2 games in a debut. You only have 1 debut. As I crushed a ball with JD Martinez, even though his PCI was nowhere near it whatsoever. I also crushed one with Really Stargell. But yeah, those are probably the hardest hits you guys are gonna see for a while in this game, because you guys probably could tell from the title, this game was definitely an overtime thriller. And when I say thriller, I don't want you to get one person. It wasn't high scoring, but there were a lot of clutch defensive plays, and players coming in the clutch late in the game. You guys know what I'm talking about, clearly watching the video. But on the mound we have Mike Scott, and he was absolutely dealing as he get the 4-pitch strikeout against Cody Bellinger, who had a mean downgrade to his card. And up to the dish, we have Giancarlo Stanton, and we go first pitch. He does have that first pitch hitting quirk, so I try to take advantage of it, and we hit it right into the shift. Next up is, of course, Aaron Judge batting right after him, number 99, swinging and a miss on a knuckle curve. And to be honest, I'm really disappointed with how I played in this game. He had the lefty James Paxton on the mound, even though he only has like 68. When he had like 68 control, he was locating very well with him. Lefty on the mound, we only have 1 lefty in our lineup, with that being Willie Stargell, as Mike Scott has the 2-2 count, turned that to a full count against Didi Gregorius, who I think deserves a downgrade. He hasn't been playing very well in real life, at least in my opinion, as Mike Scott continues to deal and gets the strikeout against Didi Gregorius. And here, things get a little bit dicey as Nelson Cruz, the player we just benched for, of course, the Bronx Bombers, gets a base hit on the first pitch, and that is going to bring up his only lefty in his lineup, Mike Moustakas. Now, if you guys don't know just how good this card is, just watch episode 2 of the series. That's all you need to know. This card is absolutely phenomenal, and I was pitching accordingly. 1-1 count to Mike Moustakas with 2 outs. I don't know, I just did not walk him because that pitch was hung and he rung it. Thankfully, he was early on it. That pitch was right down the middle. Mike Moustakas is just a deadly card. Great hitting against lefties and righties. If you guys are looking for a budget third baseman, I'm not sure. Yeah, he has to play second base. Yeah, are you looking for someone to guard the corners? Mike Moustakas is your man. He does have silver fielding and diamond hitting. And speaking of fielding, this Jose Reyes has been doing pretty well for us as he gets a base hit right past the third baseman, who was doing the third base cover drag bunt, or whatever the fuck this shift name is called. And you guys know, first pitch we're gonna steal with Jose Reyes, but he hung a knuckle curve, and I just couldn't resist swinging at it. It was very much home runnable. I'm making that a word now. That pitch is very much home runnable, and we finally decide to not swing and go for steadily, and thankfully Cheney was just out of the zone. And we are going for third base too, man. Jose Reyes is just automatic with him. Speed is still capped at 99, so we basically have, I think, the fastest card in the game right now. I know Tony Gwynn is available. I'm not quite sure what his speed is, but I'm pretty sure this Jose Reyes is still faster than him, as he is going to tag up on the sacrifice fly from JD Martinez to give us the lead, and that is going to bring up the former Marlin. God, I miss Stanton in a Marlins uniform. I'm happy for him though, but Derek Jeter is just something fishy going on there. But that's besides the point. Back to the topic. Mike Stanton is already 0-1 for the day, and has an 0-2 count on his second at bat. Things aren't looking too good in his debut right now, as we're gonna strike out on a knuckle curve, which is basically right down the middle. We really should have crushed a couple ones off. The fuck is that? We should have crushed a couple of home runs off this James Paxton, because that card is really, it's not that great. He was playing up though, I believe, to like a 90 overall, and I guess that helped with his hits per 9. To be quite honest, I'm not really sure how hits per 9 or Ks per 9 really affects someone's hitting besides the PCI size. I know this makes the PCI smaller, depending on how good the per 9s are, of course. And yeah, man, all I know is Mike Scott also has great per 9s, as he's also going to go ahead 0-2 against Giancarlo Stanton. And only 43 pitches in the bottom of the fourth, this Mike Scott was dealing in the splitter. He just gets a hang of it early, and he foul tipped it. I don't know how. That was not the strikeout pitch. On an 0-2 count, again, the slider gets the job done, down and away. Mike Scott is just a phenomenal pitcher. I knew he was going to be good when we got him from the event, but I didn't expect him to be this good. And I really wanted that pitch to be fair down the line. But we were getting pretty angsty with our debuters. I gotta look up the correct term for that. But yeah, we're not doing very well at all with any of our debut players. And they are some of the best hitters in the game. And we hit it right back up the middle, right to the shift. The first time it was to the shift, it was from Mike Stanton. This time it was from Aaron Judge, and we still hanging on to that 1-0 lead, but I don't have any security around it. 0-1 count to Didi Gregorius. I remember everyone was going crazy over Didi, and his car went for like 10K. Yeah, I'm just happy I didn't buy into that hype, man. He strikes out on 3 pitches to Mike Scott. Almost called him Mike Stanton. Strikes out on 3 pitches to Mike Scott. Almost said it again. What's wrong with me? And Nelson Cruz is up to the plate again. He's already 1-for-1 against Mike. And you guys remember when I said Mike Scott was dealing? Yeah, Nelson Cruz is one of the best hitting cards in this game. And he does what he does best. He hits a bomb deep to left field against Mike Scott. And it's not hard to see why, as we hung that slider right down the middle. He didn't even have to move his PCI. But yeah, I was just talking about how he had no security around that lead, and I was desperate to, at least get a 2-run lead, because no lead is safe in ranked seasons. Everything is blasted out the park. It doesn't matter what park you're playing. You can play in Wagon Man Stadium. You can play in Yankee Stadium. You can play in Humphrey Dome Stadium. Everything is getting blasted left and right as Mike Scott comes back with a strikeout against Mike Moustakas. Now in the bottom of the order, Gleyber Torres, one of I don't want to say one of the best programs out, since Immortals are available, and we are going to get a couple of Immortals. I can promise you guys that. But that Gleyber Torres is definitely a slept-on shortstop, and he is very, very good for us. And with him having the leadoff hit in the bottom of the order, we do decide to take out the picture, especially after that home run Nelson Cruz had against him. Nelson Cruz was ragged on Mike Scott around 2 for 2 on the day against him. And we decided to bring in Rhys Hoskins. And poor base running gets us in a really, really bad jam. Instead of having 2 runners on and 1 on third, we only have 1 on and 1 out. We opt to take out Rhys Hoskins for the speedy Billy Hamilton. And of course we're gonna steal third, but he quick pitches, so we decide to run back. And at this point, I remember thinking, if I don't score a run, I have no one to blame but myself. As he pitches out again, it forces us to scramble back to second base once again. But hey, we have a 3-0 count now with a switch hitter that we hit great with, and we made great contact with that pitch. I do not know who the hell is at second base for him or how he made that play. But once again, poor base running fuck us over again. It would have been 2 outs because of that amazing play second baseman had against Jose Reyes. But we still had a run up there. We had a chance to bring him in. As here,
stupid. Anyway,
what the fuck is JD Martinez doing? What are you doing? He turns a simple fielding play, should have been a base hit into a double, and once again, things get sticky in this game. We're gonna walk Mike Stanton with Cody Bellinger in scoring position and no outs. We also brought in the lefty Josh Hader. And before this game, I was highly considering about selling him, and I don't know if you guys saw that, but I'm pretty sure, I am most definitely sure that throw to third was in the green section of the bar, as Josh Hader gets the K against Didi Gregorius, and we are going to walk Nelson Cruz, especially against the lefty. He was killing my Scott, and I was not taking any risk. We walked the bases loaded. Josh Hader already has 1 strikeout. 0-1 count to Mike Moustakas. He eases it up with a slider, not even a slider, it was a changeup down and away. Fastball high and in gets the second strike. We're looking for the strikeout and the second out of the inning, and we get it with the slider down and away with Josh Hader. Bases loaded. Josh Hader has 2 strikeouts. All we need is 1 more out to get out of this really, really bad jam that somehow poor fielding got us into. With Yadier Molina up to the plate, that should not be a hard task for Josh Hader at all. And we forced the pop-up. If that's not enough for you to pick up Josh Hader, then the fact that he most definitely will be turning diamond soon should be. This Josh Hader was absolutely phenomenal. My only gripe with that card is that his control is under 60, which bothers me a lot. But after that jam, that gave me the confidence to go out there and win this game, because if I was in his situation and that just happened to me, I would be pretty frustrated. And when frustration sets in MLB, you just can't locate your pitches well. As here we have a 3-1 count with Mike Stanton. Over in the top of the 10th inning, we are praying for a walk, and that's exactly what we get. That's going to bring up Aaron Judge. We're going to fast forward to the 2-2 count. We foul 1 off. He also brought in Carl Edward Strope. I believe that's his name. He is the reliever from the Cubs. He was throwing gas in that 9th inning. But in the 10th, he just couldn't seem to control his pitches whatsoever. We get a second walk with him, and since he is being so loose with his pitches, we decided to take first pitch with Josh Donaldson, and we instantly regret it. He throws a fastball right down the cheese. We take second pitch, and he throws that outside fastball. God knows I love that outside fastball. But thankfully, Josh Donaldson, with that 90 plus clutch, drives in the game leading run. And our debut player did not get a hit, but he put us up big in extra innings, full count to the switch power hitter. Josh Hader is going to get the strikeout, and that is going to give him the W, and that is going to give Giancarlo Stanton the game-winning run in this game. All thanks to I'm drawing blanks here. All thanks to Josh Donaldson clutch hitting in the top of the 10th. I told you guys it wasn't gonna be a high scoring, but we do get out of a really, really bad situation and somehow make light of it and win the game after we made our own bad decisions many times in this game. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. That is going to wrap it up. Please feel free to leave, like, comment, and share. I'm the Damage, and I'm out.